Hi, everybody. It's Diane Evans with stampinwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia in Canada. So if this is one of your first times joining me, welcome. Whether you're joining me through Facebook or whether you're joining me through YouTube, I really do appreciate it. Make sure that you set your notifications in Facebook and you'll get notified when I do go live. And also if you're on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe, hit that bell and you get notified immediately as soon as I go live. So back to Thursday night, and Thursday night is part of my Now What series. And that's when, you get something in your studio, your craft room, and you go, now what do I do with it? So anyways, this is where I start to show you different things. A lot of things, it may not be old things, it might be new things, it might be something that is just come out in the catalog. So what we're going to play with tonight is these are called delicate die treat boxes. And they come in a pack of 8, and these are in the annual catalog. And I'm going to show you a tiny bit with it. These are laser cut. There's a right and a wrong side. The right side is where the tape is, the two-sided tape is. And then I'm also going to be using today is the Hues of Happiness Designer Series paper. This paper is amazing paper. And also, this paper is part of the suite for the stamp camp that we're doing at the end of July, I believe. You still have time to register. I'm just going to plug in my phone. I don't want it to go dead. Whoops. Let me just, there we go. Anyways, sorry about that. But the suite plus some ribbon, which I'll show you in just a bit, is all part of our stamp camp. And you're going to get 12 designs, 12 make and takes. And then you'll also get 12 alternative projects on there. So in any event, there's the back side of that paper. Beautiful paper. I love the fact that these cut out with the dies. These dies here. They cut out all of these ones here. These ones don't, but you can fussy cut them if you want. So I want to show you, I have one of these, and you're not even really going to see that on there, are you? I should bring in my other paper. Well, I'm going to bring in this paper so that you can kind of see this box as I'm making it. That way it'll kind of give you a bit of something that you can see. All right. So like I say, there's a right and a wrong side. They've been all scored. It's quite light. It's not a heavy one. So what I want to do is I have gone ahead and I've cut a bunch of these flowers out. And I did the yellow, and I think this is Mango Melody flowers on there. But this is supposed to be a Daffodil Delight, but how I want to do this is use it with So Saffron. So let's see how this turns out. So you can, I don't know if you noticed it in the, oh, awesome. Oh, my desk is a small screen. Thanks a lot, Laura. Let me just bring that over. Okay. So anyways, so this has the double-sided tape on that side. You can definitely tell which one is the right and the wrong side. So what I want to do is I want to do some blending. I want to basically, I want to color some of this, these boxes. In the catalog, in the annual catalog, they actually show you how they've colored this. You know what? I'm going to do it this way. I just want to bring, so let's just, I'm just going to lightly color it. And I want it to be all that color going up and even right up to the edge. These blending brushes are absolutely amazing. All right, so we've got it going that way. I'm going to do the same with this on this side. And you notice that I'm starting off the paper, and the reason I'm starting off the paper is so that I don't get those blotch marks. Blotch marks. Man, that's really good English, isn't it? Now, if I want, I could go ahead. I wanted to kind of get like an ombre effect is what I was trying for when I started down here. So I want to do the same on the back of the box and on the front of the box as well. I have a plan for these. So we're just going to get this to blend up. Now there are some holes in here, and that'll be for the ribbon. For this particular project, I'm not going to go all the way back and close the item. And the reason being is I haven't put in what I want to put in these. Okay, so just a bit up here. So see how I've got that ombre effect going on there. And I'm going to do the same with the front of this as well. So darker at the bottom. These are very easy to put together. But with the ombre, it kind of goes up. Whoops, oops. Got a little carried away there. Hello. All right, so let's just go up to here. All right. So we've got the ombre effect going up there. And you know what? I think this, instead of it, like if the bag tips or the box or the bag tips over, we want at least this bottom part to be colored. So I'm just going to go in there and color that. There we go. So that's given me the ombre effect going up there. And see, that's why I say I'm using these colors. It might be too much of those colors, but we will see how that looks. All right, so I'm not going to put the box together, but what we want to do is we want to decorate this. So I came in, like I say, we're using our Happiness Abounds, and I used a couple of other things. So I used my designer tags. I love these tags. I used this the other day too, but I went ahead and just used this big one here. So I'll show you how that looked. So I have this, and like I say, this paper is in Daffodil Delight, but I'm using So Saffron. And this is the tag, but I don't want this to be a double tag. I want it to just be a single tag. So I'm just going to come in and cut off one of those ends. Just so. There we go. And then I cut a piece of paper, basic white, and this one happens to be 2 3/8 by 2.5. And that's just actually going to go on here because I wanted to have a bit of, like, I'm going to put the flowers on here, but I wanted there to be a bit of a contrast. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that on there. Hello. Don't forget, if you do like this, make sure you give it the thumbs up if you're on YouTube. Also, if you can, share the video. If you are on YouTube, you can share the video. If you're on my Facebook page, you can also share the video. So let me just come in there. like I say, this is going to go here on there. So now I have a bunch of these flowers cut out. So let's just bring those in. And I've got some tags in there because I'm not sure exactly how the words are going to work. All right. So I use the dies to cut out that designer series paper. It's so easy to cut out, especially with that magnetic plate. So, all right. So I have one of these. I have one of the Mango Melodies ones. This can go down under there. See, it doesn't, you know what? I think I'm going to leave that like that. Let's see how this is going to work. And I've got, and then I've got some leaves in here too that I cut out with the dies. And then I also used my Organic Beauty and I cut out these sprigs. These sprigs, we used to have some of these. They were in or poinsettia one, but this has Granny Apple Green in it, but I don't know if that's going to be. So I'm just sort of putting this on here, just figuring out how I want it to go. All right, so let's start placing that down. So I'm just going to do some gluing. I'm going to do some, I want some white space as well. So let me bring in my dimensionals. I'm going to just put this here. These boxes, like I say, are going to be awesome for gifts, for different things. Just going to put a dimensional on that one side and then glue it. This designer series paper is so pretty. There's so many different things that you can actually do with it. So let's see. I want to put and one there maybe. All right, that's there. I'm just going to glue this down and put a dimensional on this side here. Yeah, you could do any of these colors, would be amazing too. Now, I know this paper has the Granny Apple Green, but I kind of don't like the color with it. So I'm going to come in with my So Saffron. I want to put this underneath. Yeah, that'll work. So I'm going to glue those two together. And then I'm going to use Pear Pizzazz. I think that's a better color for me. And we're just going to stick that down there and let it be free moving. There we go. I want that to go up a little bit more. There we go. And then we can come in with our green leaves. Oops. Stick that in there as well. Now, what I want to do too, whoops, that should be glued all the way down. Well, I have to say it's really nice that all of a sudden it's gotten warm in Kamloops. It's about time. All right. And then this can just go as a tiny bit of a poke up here. So I'm actually, you know what, I'm going to leave that like that for now. Now, I have to decide, do I want to put my words on in yellow? In a yellow tag? I think I'm going to do it in a white. And then what I can use for the words, come in with my paper piecing mat. And I'm thinking maybe the Mango Melody is really, really dark. So So I'm thinking to myself that maybe I should use the pumpkin pie on there. So let me just see how that's going to look. Yep, that's about right. So this is a congratulations card. And I love the fact that this stamp set has all these beautiful fonts and stuff on there. So I'm going to put that right about in the middle. And this is going to go across here like this. So I'm just going to leave that for now. And let's get this bag together. All right. So let's go ahead. And I don't even think that you really need to burnish these. I think it's light enough, this, that it won't matter. Actually, I'm going to burnish where the two-way tape is, just because it tends to make it a little stiff. And then I can go ahead and I can go and let's put this together. So I'm just going to come in with my take your pick tool. You know what we're supposed to, as far as flooding goes, we're supposed to be hitting the levels of 1972. 1972 is when Oak Hills flooded, which is, oh my goodness, it's sad when that flooded. I live out in West Side, the same area, but I think mine hasn't flooded in my area. Now see how simple these boxes are going to come together. Yeah, I can barely move tonight. I got all my plants planted today. That was not even on my to-do list, was plant some plants. Got to be all of them. So that's good. That's always a good thing. All right, and see how this is just quickly coming together. So simple. And I'm just doing them one by one because I didn't want them to stick. Now, if you want to burnish that down, you can come in with your, where did that go to? Your bone folder, and just sort of put that down where, just rub that down, burnish that down a bit. And then this is just going to go to the inside. And then this comes together like that. But I am going to actually, I'm going to put a tiny bit of glue on here and on here because I want those to stay down, because I think I'm going to leave this box open at this point. Okay, now I want my tag to go on here like so. So these two can come out. Now, what I also want to do is I could put any kind of paper in there. I could put some of this designer series paper, like this could go in behind there. But what I thought I'd do, because I have something in mind to go inside this box for somebody. So I'm going to come in with some shred. And I'm just going to put some shred in there. I may just regret this because it's going to be all over the place. But oh, it looks so pretty with it in there. So whatever I'm putting in there is going to go in there. Just like that. Now, once I've got it together, I could put that ribbon together. But I'm going to come in with my, now originally I was going to use this ribbon that we have going for our stamp camp, which I could do, but it's quite big. This is the cotton ribbon, and I've colored it with, you know what? It'll be good enough. Now, I I colored it with the light. So Saffron Blends. And I'm thinking that it's better than the dark. So if I put this in here, now I'm not wanting, well, I could put that through there. I will. So let's put this through here. And then what I can do is I can put this on an angle. I'm going to bring this one through as well. Let's move the shred out of the way. I think it would be better with the white bias, because this is quite thick, but you know what? I've got it done, so it's okay. So I'm going to actually put this off to the side, but I'm going to take this and let's just tie this into a bow. Now, when I do a bow, I want it to be straight, so I'm doing it upside down. Don't know why that works like that, but it does. And then it's kind of pretty with it. That it ties really nice, this ribbon. It's quite light. I'm gonna have to, it's a cotton, so you're gonna want to trim that off. All right. And then I want to put that off to the side like that. So I'm actually going to come with a dimensional and put a dimensional behind there. Just like that. And now I've got my congratulations. I want that to go across there. And you know what? It's a 3D project anyways. So I'm going to come in with, I've got this part of my dimensionals. Boy, I've got a lot of this stuff around here. I'm going to just come in with my strip. A little box of sunshine. You're right there. Yeah. And just going to put that across there like that. And then also along with this Hues of Happiness suite are these glossy dots. And I could do boxes all different colors. You know what? Wish that wasn't. I'm going to just move this up just a bit because I don't like how that went on there. Let me just trim this off just a bit. So these are actually Daffodil Delight glossy gems or glossy dots, but I think they'll be, whoops, they'll be okay. Let's check that out. If not, we can go ahead and color something. So we'll come in with this. Yeah, that'll work. And one right about there. There we go. So if this was closed, I could put it through these holes in the back, but I wanted to, I have to put something in there. So there we go. Something just it's quick. You can put it together. This is for a congratulations gift. And if I wanted to, I could put some green on there. Green would have been okay on there too. We're going to just leave that off. So, like I say, that uses these, scrap these. These are the delicate what are they called? Delicate Details treat boxes. You get 8 to a package, and they're in the annual catalog. I think they're on page 160. I'm not sure. Yes, you can do every one of those, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Is I have a few to make, and I'm going to do them. I'm going to do some in the Coastal Cabana. I've got some in the Blushing Bride. This looks like it's Mango Melody, Fresh Freesia, Gorgeous Grape. So I can do those. So I think that's what I'm going to do for these congratulations boxes. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed that. So like I say, that's something that we can, let me just switch this down. Oh my goodness. We've got some very, very bad things going on. Anyways, we're going to get off there before they come back on. But I did catch them. Hello, Kylie. How you doing? So we've got Kylie here from Australia, and Kylie's one of our on our design team for our Creativity Abounds. So like I say, this is using the Hues of Happiness paper. Don't forget that if you want to, thank you. Don't forget if you want to get in on that stamp camp, you've still got time, but I will tell you that the paper is on low inventory. So if it's something that you want to do is get in on this stamp camp, you may want to do it sooner than later, because here in North America, the paper is on low inventory. Anyways, let's get here. All right, so we will see you on Saturday with the sketch challenge. I am thinking I'm going to come on a little bit earlier. I have training starting at 10 o'clock my time, but I don't need to hear that first part of the training. But I might come on at 9:45 with the sketch challenge. And then, yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget, give me the thumbs up. Make sure that you do share my video. Share it. Like I say, you can do it on my Facebook page, and you can also do it on YouTube. In any event, you guys have a great evening. Remember to create, because it's great for the soul. Bye for now.